Hey, everybody. Welcome to Just a Point of View. I am Denise Reed, your host for this podcast slash video cast episode. And we are covering the 52 Lists for Happiness by Moorea Seal. And I am thrilled to be able to bring this little gift to you. In the show notes, there's a link if you want to order the actual 52 Lists for Happiness. It is a journal, and it's beautifully done. It's hardcover, and the 52 lists have a double page spread, so you have plenty of room to write. Or hey, if you want to go on the cheap and be on this coffee break adventure and not spend the money for the journal, just grab you a piece of paper and be prepared to create your list number 33. How about that? I can't believe we have made it this far this year. And list 33 brings us to, or at least Moorea Seal is encouraging us to make more meaningful connections between now and the end of the year. And she says, list the people you want to spend more time with before the end of the year. And excuse me for clearing my throat, but at any rate, I thought it would be fun to figure out who you want to really spend more time with as you create your list 33 from the 52 Lists for Happiness. And I hope that you will come along for the journey and my little twisted tale here, because I am chasing happiness fiercely, and I hope that you are too. And I just want to bring some more meaning to your life and more joy, because I am in search of it myself. Not that I haven't found it on occasion, but I sometimes just need that little proverbial kick in the pants to focus on happiness, so I don't get caught up in the humdrum and forget that there are practical ways that you can bring happiness into your life. And you have to be focused on it to even recognize that it's here and right in front of you. And I think it's great that Moorea Seal has created specific lists in different aspects of your life, so you can make sure that you're well-rounded and have considered maybe where you are lacking in your happiness adventure. So here we go. A list 33 is, who do you want to spend more time with? And I took a minute and I thought, the obvious is your immediate family and friends, just because they mean so much to you. That's kind of the obvious, but I think it's even more important that you have a group of people that are holding you accountable to pursue your goals, encourage you to do that, ask you, how far have you come in pursuit of those goals, especially if you're wanting to increase happiness in your life and change the trajectory for where you want to end up versus where you began this year. So it's important that you have encouraging people in your life and that you have created this accountability group to help you focus on your goals, especially if one of them is to create more happiness in your life. So I asked the question, how could you make, and how about that? I have a typo here. How could you make your time more meaning-filled with this circle of accountability in your life? Who are those people that you have invited to review your goals with, or ask you, have you accomplished a particular task in pursuit of your goal? That's an important thing, to have those mentors and advisors. And sometimes it could be family or friends, or maybe a one-off person that you're acquainted with, and say, hey, let's check in with each other. I'll be your accountability buddy if you'll be mine. So it's important to communicate where you want to go and to make sure that you're headed in that direction, because our biggest problem, I think, is going back and reviewing what you stated that you wanted to do, and make sure that you stay on track. So your accountability circle could include mentors and advisors, those people that you look up to for certain aspects of your personal life. They could be your actual intimate work team members or colleagues or peers. Say, hey, I want to make sure that I'm accomplishing these tasks in a timely manner and they're done to the standard that's expected. Could you check in with me and make sure that I'm doing that for you, and that I'm clear on what I'm trying to communicate, and ask me questions if I'm not? So that's a great peer-to-peer accountability for people that you might be working with. Also consider having a client or customer hold you accountable to say, is there any way that we can make this process easier for you? Do you understand why we're asking particular things from you to be able to provide the service that you expect? Are we clear in communicating that with you? And if not, how could possibly we make this better for you? What were your initial expectations that maybe we didn't communicate clearly? You might want to ask that of a couple of your key customers and clients. And then consider a strategic partner. Let's say you have a business acquaintance that you've gotten to know personally, and they're not a client or a customer. They're not a team member that's actually in your company. They're outside of your company, and have them maybe shine a light on what you're doing or how you're interacting. Of course, you don't want to divulge company secrets, but if they could give you highlights on maybe how they've observed you out in the world of work and give you some feedback on that, that could be tremendously powerful. And of course, your immediate family and friends, you want to have meaningful time spent with them as well. So don't neglect your inner circle as we round out this week, month, and year, because it's important to make sure that you're on point. And consider maybe some reciprocal compensation for these people that are in your inner circle and accountability circle. Make sure that if you're giving the gift of time or giving a gift, that the gift has meaning for the person that's receiving it, and pay attention to maybe someone's hobbies or interests or personal likes as you choose those gifts. So it could make all the difference in the world, the fact that you've taken a moment out to say thank you for your inner circles being the iron sharpening iron. And Moorea Seal is a great person, I think, for the 52 Lists of Happiness, to have you think about your happiness differently or from a different aspect or different perspective. And you might want to maybe evaluate who's been in your accountability circle this year and see if you need to change some things up. Bless and release those that aren't holding you accountable for whatever reason, or that you're not checking in on the regular to say, hey, I've asked you to hold me accountable. Have I done these things? Or I'm giving you a heads up, accountability partner, that I've fallen off the wagon. And could you please follow up with me by X to make sure that I haven't fallen off the wagon again? Or I've shifted my perspective where I can accomplish those happiness goals in my life. So think about who's in your happiness circle and why they're in your circle. And is there something that they might offer to help you stay focused on your happiness goals for this year? Because if you're not happy, you're not going to get very far, because people gravitate to those people that bring them joy and follow through on what they said they were going to do. And I think Moorea Seal is really great as part of her 52 lists for happiness journal. She always has a take action step in her each individual list. And here's her take action step. She says it's so much easier to experience happiness with the help of a friend. Plan one way you will spend time with a friend this week, or maybe an accountability partner. Try to keep planning a friend hangout time, maybe once a week or once a month, for the rest of the year, and think of it as your happiness investment. I think that's a great goal to have, to make sure that you're on point and that you're moving forward and you stretch yourself in your pursuit of happiness. And hopefully I've encouraged you to stretch your pursuit in happiness during this little coffee break here. Note that there are links below where you can actually buy me a cup of coffee if you'd like. And hopefully you feel like I've encouraged you to pursue your own happiness, that I've made you consider who are your accountability partners, friends, and connections, and that those people that are holding you accountable actually are and are moving you forward. I think this is just some great advice to take that adult time out and do that for yourself so you can move yourself forward. And I would love to thank all my clients that we do business with, and I hope that they have a chance to connect with me here either on the videocast or podcast. And if you buy me a cup of coffee, you might get some additional insider scoop. We're going to be adding some great resources coming up in 2025 through our Buy a Cup of Coffee connections and information there. So thanks for hanging out with me and exploring the 52 lists for happiness by Moorea Seal. It's a fabulous journal and it's been fun sharing it with you. And we'll have a few more episodes in the 52 lists for happiness since we made it to list 33. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So have a great day, and I hope I've been an encouragement to you. So keep chasing happiness fiercely and make sure that you like and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.